Hey again everyone, this is Lucas Gillespie with the WoWinSchool project. In this tutorial we're just going to talk a little bit about buying and selling things from vendors and interacting with other NPCs or non-player characters. These are computer controlled characters in the world. So I'm here at the inn in Goldshire. It does seem to be empty, so it's probably pretty safe to be here now. And let's talk a little bit about these different guys here. Now, all of these characters here are computer controlled. I can tell that because they have green names floating above them, and they have these little things like General Supplies or Bartender, Innkeeper under their names. You'll also notice when you move your mouse over their names, or over them actually, that your mouse changes. So notice that my little glove pointer finger turns into a little money bag when I move over him. But it's black right now and I can't do anything because I'm not close enough to Brog here. So when I get closer, the bag turns gold, and if I right click, come on Brog, here we go. I can interact with him. My computer's straining a little bit all the things I've got running right now. Okay, so a typical vendor menu looks something like this. So it shows me a picture of the NPC and his name, Brog Hamfist. What a great name. I'd like to know how he got that. No, I don't. Anyway, and then I look at the different kinds of things. These are the things that he has for sale. So I can buy water or bread from him. He also sells some bags. And remember, mousing over things is going to tell me something about them. So a small brown pouch is a 6-slot bag, whereas a brown leather satchel is an 8-slot bag. And then I can buy wood or red ribboned wrapping paper from him. What a strange collection of things you sell, Brog. Okay, now down here at the bottom it tells me how much gold I actually have on me, how much money I have. And just a reminder, the currency system, the highest level of currency in this world is the gold piece. Gold pieces are made of silver pieces, and silver pieces are made of copper pieces. And so you'll notice as you progress through the game, you'll accrue more and more money. Okay, so let's say I want to sell something to Brog here. Now, when I right-clicked on him, it opened up all of my inventory bags that I have in case I want to sell something to him. So let's look through my items here. Okay, here's something that I would like to sell. Just as a note, items in the game that have a gray title in it, so you notice I put my mouse over this and it says Shimmering Shards. That's kind of hard to say real fast, so I won't try. Shimmering Shards is a gray item, whereas if I move over this little item right here, this mini Zep control, that's a blue item. And then you also have, let's see if I have any green items in my bags. No, it looks like I got rid of all of them. Okay, so some items are green, some are gray, some are blue. So let's just talk a little bit about this. If it's a gray item, you can sell that. You won't need it later in the game. It's just there for you to kind of earn money at a vendor. So here are these crackling crystals, and I can sell a stack of 16 of them to Brog here, and he'll give me 3 gold, 31 silver, and 68 copper. So to sell them, I simply right-click on them, and you'll hear the little ching-ching of money. And you'll see over here that I've sold those to him. Now let's also get rid of these shimmering shards. I don't need those. And this also is a good way to free up space in your bags. If your bags are filling up with junk, this is a way to get rid of it. Go to a vendor, find someone where you can sell it, and sell it. Okay, and let's see here. This Gale of Shadows, this is a blue item, and let's right click. Oh, wait a minute, that was a good item. I don't want to sell that. So if I don't want to sell it, I can go over here to where I accidentally clicked it, and I right click and I buy it back, and it comes back to my inventory. Okay, so and any items that I have sold recently will show up in any vendor in the buyback tab. So if you accidentally sell something nice, don't freak out. Just go to a vendor, click on the buyback tab, and you should see it there. If you've done it in the last couple of minutes, it should be there. Okay, so that's how you sell things. Now if I want to buy something, let's say I want some of his refreshing spring water, notice that it has a 5 here. That means I'm going to buy 5 of those at a cost of 20 copper. That's not a bad deal. So I right click it, and that item then shows up in my inventory. If I right click it again, I get an extra 5. Notice my stack goes up to 10, and that'll go all the way up to probably around 20 or so. Now I actually don't need this, so I'm going to sell it back to him. just for demonstration purposes. Okay, once I'm done buying and selling with Brog Hamfist here, I'm going to click X, and he tells me to be careful. Thanks, Brog. You be careful too, especially with that big piece of bread you have in your hand where you're going to hit somebody with it. Anyway, and then I can go and interact with another vendor. Now, notice here, Todrick here is a butcher, and I guarantee he's got meat for sale. Let's right-click and see. Yes, indeed, he does. Different kinds of meat that he sells. And those are things that I can eat. So there are different kinds of vendors in the world. Notice here, though, with Thomas, if I mouse over him, my icon turns into a book. That means that this guy is a trainer, and he can teach me a skill in the game. Like this guy, obviously, Thomas teaches cooking. All right, let's run across the street here, and I want to show you another kind of vendor. Oh, let's stop and talk to Malika here for a moment. She's an innkeeper, but I can't interact with her, so let's go over here and talk to, I guess, her boss, innkeeper Farley. Notice when I'm in an inn, if I put my mouse over an innkeeper, I get what's called a hearthstone symbol. And if I right-click on him, I'm going to get a couple of options here. I can talk to him and find out what I can do at an inn. If you forget, do this. I can make this inn my home. Now, if I do this, that's going to make my hearthstone, which everyone should have in their bag. Right here's mine. It's going to make that so that anywhere in the world I am, if I right-click on that hearthstone, it's going to take me back to this location. Now, I don't want this to be my home location, so I'm not going to tell him to make this my home. And most innkeepers also allow you to buy and sell. He's selling a variety of items too, and he will buy any item that I want to sell to him. Okay, let's run across the road here, and let me show you one other kind of vendor. Alright. So a lot of vendors are armorers, shield crafters, and weaponsmiths and things like that. And you'll notice when I put my mouse over them, it turns into an anvil. What that means is it's a special kind of vendor who can also repair my gear. So when you're out adventuring in the world, fighting and things like that, the shields and the swords and the helmets and things like that that you're wearing take damage over time, and eventually they can actually break. Doesn't mean that they're broken permanently, but they don't do anything for you if you're wearing broken armor. So it's good to keep it in repair. So find someone like Andrew here who can repair your armor. And to do that, you'll have this little option down here that'll show up on guys who can do repairs. It says repair items. And you're going to click on the anvil that says repair all items, or if you wanted to do it individually you could, but I just suggest repairing all items. So I'm going to click that. It does cost money. It cost me 5 gold to get all my gear repaired. And then my armor is all back to brand new condition, and I can click X. Alright, and that's about it. So this has been a little tour of Goldshire and the nice folks in the town of Goldshire outside of Stormwind. You'll find trainers and vendors and folks like that all over Azeroth. So stay close to your towns if you need to buy and sell, repair your items, or even get training. Have fun.